Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Scott Fardulis, one of your hosts for the Wednesday morning YGY Builder Zoom conference. And we thank all of you for hopping on and joining us this morning and making time for this. What a great tool. What a great use of tools to help you build your business, YGY Builder. We have been working and developing thanks to all of you, your feedback, your participation. We're so excited to know that you're interested in learning how to develop and grow your team and your business, developing customers, attracting people into your life that are using our products and equating into people that are duplicating our business model and developing a team of people so that commissions are earned. And what we love about this tool is that regardless of your background, regardless of your skill, regardless of your knowledge of network marketing or your experience on any level, this is basically a very wide net that you get to cast into a very big ocean of people. So just like there's a lot of fish in the sea, there's a lot of people on the planet. And just in this country alone, just in North America and throughout New Zealand and Australia, there are several 100 million people, which is fantastic. That's a lot of people. And so when you have that many people, and there are a lot of things vying and attracting people's attentions and distracting them into life, what is it that draws them in your direction and makes them say, hey, I want to know more about Youngevity, or I want to know more about specific products that your company has to offer? That's what YGY Builder is here to help you do. Reach more people, see more people, attract more people, capture more people, draw them in your direction without you feeling like you have to be all things to all people and basically be everywhere at the same time. There's only so many hours a day. There's only so many words that the human being can realistically communicate on a daily basis. And so we rely on working smart instead of hard, developing and utilizing the smartest tools that are out there. So we've thought about you, we've thought about Youngevity, we've thought about your business and what it is that will help make that happen. We've got experts that are in-house that have spent their life in terms of developing and knowing and being educated on topics like social media, attraction marketing, and network marketing, and just professional communication skills. We put all that together using the best of technology, and what we end up with is YGY Builder. Now, here's what you want to know about YGY Builder. It's powerful. It's a very capable system. It's a very capable tool. It's a very capable program. And it is designed to help you exaggerate all the things that you're doing right. So there's no question in the world that the best use of time, talent, and treasure is you one-on-one, belly-to-belly with people. However, if you want to attract more people at any one given time that you have to sift through and sort through and develop relationships with to help you add to your contact and your prospect list, this is absolutely the tool to help you do that. Very, very inexpensive. You know, you look at all the habits that people have in the course of a day, whether it be a cup of coffee or going out and stopping at a fast food place along the way and grabbing a quick meal. We spend many, many dollars a day on things that don't help us improve our lives, don't make us any wealthier. And so here, we've developed this tool just at the cost of right at about $1 a day. So that's just under $30 a month for the use of this tool. You can use it for free for 7 days, get your feet wet, test it, give it a trial run, and then you can convert to a full-time user after your 7-day free trial. How do you do that? You go to our website, ygybuilder.com, ygybuilder.com. If you go there, you can look a little bit into what's under the hood of YGY Builder. Again, you can sign up for free for a 7-day free trial and then have it converted. That's where you go, and you'll get your own customized URL that you can use, and it would be in sync with your Youngevity URL. So, for example, mine is Scott, and I don't know how I got so fortunate just to have the use of my simple first name, but that's my URL, and that is also directly related to my YGY Builder account. So you'd all have one too, and your username goes on the front of YGY Builder. So for example, mine is scott.ygybuilder.com, and you'll have one as well. Well, right out of the gate, we'd like for you to hear about what is happening with some of the individuals that are part of Youngevity. Of course, we're all part of the Youngevity family. We're all building the business. We're all looking to increase our sales, rank advance, increase our commissions, drawing in new customers and business builders. There's a good friend of mine that's on the line. His name is Randy Peterson. You would know Randy Peterson because he and his amazing wife, Brenda, are very successful professional network marketers inside of Youngevity. They give them themselves, whether it's their time, their talent, their treasure. They're very, what's the word, altruistic in terms of putting themselves out and not expecting much in return. They travel all over the place. They're doing meetings. They host meetings. They're teaching and they're training. And at the same time, you probably know that they have been participating in one of our weight loss programs inside of Youngevity. They've been following the Rev 90 protocol. We have developed a funnel inside of Youngevity that is geared toward the Rev product. Now, why do we do that? Well, first of all, it's one of those extremely successful products inside of Youngevity. A lot of people are using that product. It complements all three healthy lifestyle weight loss protocols that are being used right now, whether it's the Rev 90, the Keto 90, or the Wellness 90 programs. Those are designed to have Rev as a product right in the nucleus or the heart of all three weight loss systems. So as you're using those programs, people are getting results. And Randy and Brenda have lost many, many inches. So many inches, it's actually feet, which is the size of a human being, in total inches that they've lost. They've also lost many pounds collectively together, which also equates to the size of a human being. So between their pounds and inches, they've lost an entire person, and it's just incredible what they've done because they've used the YGY Builder system to attract people, to drive traffic, to convert sales and develop customers and business partners, etc. But I don't want to put words in their mouth. I would like for you to hear directly from Randy himself and talk a little bit, he'll talk a little bit about what their experience has been and why the YGY Builder tool has been useful for them. So good morning, Randy. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing really well, Scott. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
I do, but the thing that's catching my attention is you guys are in southern Texas, and you've got a hoodie cap on and a warm coat, and it's like crazy what's happening in Texas.
We're right in the midst of a heat wave. It has warmed up this morning all the way to 20 degrees. When I woke up this morning, it was 9 degrees, and I don't think we have very many Zooms that take place where someone does not give you some sort of a hard time about your hairstyle or that your hair is messed up or something like that. So I wanted to make sure I put a hat on today. And so that you know what a blessing your hairstyle is, here's what you got to know is that you could be going through this.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And so otherwise
I didn't have to deal with.
So rather than that, I'm just going to put my hat back on. How about that? And so anyway, Scott, I really appreciate the introduction and thank you for that. And thank you for your efforts putting together YGY Builder. You know, I know that all of us on the line understand what an important tool social media plays in our lives because of how much we use it. You think about your days before Facebook or before you used any social media at all and how your life was, and then how your life is today. You have to ask yourself, how many times have I been on social media already and it's not very late in the day yet? And every single person out there, for the most part, is using social media. And so the big question is always, well, how do I convert that into attracting people? How do I convert that into bringing people onto my team or helping people with whatever it is that they need help with? One of the ways that we have used YGY Builder, and I'm really, really excited about this, is you're right. Brenda and I have lost a lot of weight in the last 4 months. I'm down 40 pounds. She's down 30 pounds. The inches is, for me, is almost, let's see, it's 60. I'm coming up on 65 inches.
What?
Lost. I mean, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's amazing. And so here's the point for me is that you guys, you and Juliet, and Joel and Nikki, you put this Rev 90 challenge together, and I want to say thank you, because wow, that's incredible. And you did it with great timing. You started it before the holidays and all those types of things so that people could begin the process and learn how all that works. Well, one of the things that you guys said was you got to take before pictures. So we took before pictures, and that was excruciating, but the after pictures are such a stark contrast that putting those not only on the Rev 90 page and all of those types of things, but I actually took those and said, you know what, these before pictures are embarrassing and I didn't like taking them. I don't like seeing them, but if it'll help one person, I'm willing to be embarrassed. If it'll help one person, I'm willing to put that out there. And so I did that on my Facebook page. And essentially I just said, and then I took some other pictures. I took a picture of the scale when I was standing on it, and it said 180 pounds, and just basically said, here's what we did and here's the results. Let's have a conversation. And understand that some people are just simply being nice and they're not ready to take action. They're saying, good job, way to go, I'm happy for you. And then other people send you a private message on Facebook and say, how did you do that? What is the deal? Because they know us. They know that we're just like them. We're humans, they're humans. And so what we've done with YGY Builder is we have a link to our landing page. And so this conversation starter, where I put myself out there, the conversation started, and then I simply respond and say, hey, I have a link that will begin the process for you and let you know about something that was really, really important during this process. Do you want me to send the link? And some people, no response. Maybe they were just being nice. Other people, it's much more common to see this on the return message. Yes, please, exclamation point. And so I simply then take the link that I have to our landing page, and you're familiar with it. You know how it looks. It has Rev on there. It describes what it is. And one of the things that I love about that page is that it's not a bunch of junk in Rev. It's good stuff. They can read a quick paragraph on each little ingredient as they go through there and realize this is not a bunch of garbage. This is good stuff. This is not going to damage my body. No wonder this worked. It just lends a lot of credibility, not only to that product, but it's very well put together, very well organized. And if they are so inclined, they can hit buy now. And they've got all the options that they want. What we have found is that the conversation continues because of that link. And that's what I love, because we all know that if using social media or anything at all, we can continue the conversation and continue the relationship, then we win. So here are the actual results. We just continue to put it out there. We respond to people that respond. We give them the information, and then we either try to speak with them on the phone. We do whatever it is they lead us to do, from the standpoint of we answer questions, but we also ask more questions. And through that process, on Sunday, we started 4 new people. And that just gives you an example of, was it, hey, we talked to them for the first time on Sunday, and that was just the result of one great day. No, this was an ongoing conversation, and we just set appointments, and that's when they could get together. And so we did that, and that was all over the telephone. That was conversations, and these people had received the YGY Builder link. And so it's simply a tool. It's not, magical, and it's not something where you take yourself out of the equation and you put social media in there. It's just a way to connect. But if you are willing to be vulnerable and you're willing to put yourself out there and say, hey, this is the difference that it has made for me, and that's huge. And if you haven't participated in the Rev 90 challenge and you don't have something that, you know, the advantage of utilizing a weight loss system is it is very obvious. People see you in picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Randy, question for you. You know, that makes so much sense. I basically wrote down your steps here. Basically, you're showing, you know, pics and telling a story of yourself on social media. People are responding and reacting to that on social media. You're able then to look and see who is actually able to become a good prospect. So that's kind of a giveaway right there. And then you're able to follow up with them and say, hey, here's what we did. Do I have your permission to send you a link that will help explain and answer your question on what we did? Because that's what you're asking me is what did we do? So here's a link. They get the link. It educates them. It gives them full disclosure on what it is and how you did it. They see you as a superstar and a hero in there. And then you get to follow up call with them and then help them transition into longevity and purchasing the product, which means that you've developed a new customer and potentially a business partner down the road. I think that's brilliant. Would you say that even though, I mean, you mentioned this is a tool and a powerful tool, could you safely say that link, because of the Rev funnel in your YGY Builder system, it legitimizes, it professionalizes, and it validates what it is that you did so they know that it wasn't something hokey pokey? Would you say that it did those three things?
It absolutely did those three things. And one of the reasons I'm so excited about it is, you know, I don't want to be too hard on myself, but I don't have those social media skills. I don't have those computer skills. I don't have the skills to put together a page like that, or I don't have, I'm not saying that I couldn't do that, but what I am saying is I'm not good at that. And I'm not going to spend my life trying to get fantastic at something that I know I'm not great at. Now I can use a tool, but I'm not great at building that tool. I'd rather have access to that tool. I would rather pay for that tool than have to develop it for myself, especially because then I don't have to look at everyone on my team or everyone that's out there and say, hey, I developed this myself and now you have to go do the same thing. I know there are other people who are not great at that. I'm thankful that there are people out there who are good at that and who can put that together so that we have access to it, so that we can utilize something like that, so I can go do what I'm good at. You know, I want to make sure that I focus on what I am really good at. And to be honest, it's just more fun. I have a lot more fun doing the things that I'm good at, and I get a lot better results doing the things that I'm good at, instead of trying to say, I have to get really, really good at building this portal on you know, the web, or I'm going to use my computer, or this is, you know, it's going to be linked to Facebook, and it's going to be, I'm saying things in that sentence I really don't understand, to be honest with you. I don't get that. But what I do know is that this tool is something that I can use to help me to have a conversation with another person. And so I get better and better and better at having those conversations and finding out what they want. In my conversation with them, I may find out that they want to build a business. And if that's the case, that's the direction I'm going to take them. If they simply want to lose weight, that's the direction I'm going to take them. But we're going to do it in a healthy fashion. We're going to do it with Rev. We're going to do it with the 90 essential nutrients. We're going to do it in the way that I know they can be the most successful.
You know, that's brilliant. So, you know, again, everyone, what you're hearing is something very useful. This is one really healthy way to use this tool. And I think the most important piece is that not only has Randy and Brenda developed new prospects, but they have customers now that have paid for products. So by the time they potentially show them the business model of longevity, the people they're showing the business model to have already made an investment into the company. They've already made an investment in themselves. They've already bought products, which has converted to QV and BV, which has elevated their bonus check because they're getting paid 30% commissions on all of those purchases. So they're in the money and they're making money before they even discuss or consider the concept of prospecting these people for something more than product usage. I think it's brilliant. That's what we set out to do from the beginning as one of the uses of this tool, is so that we could all profit from this. So on that note, speaking of that, I want to introduce those of you that don't know him, Joel Mali. Some of you have had the opportunity to get to know him and hear him. He's very passionate about this subject. He's passionate about technology. You may not know that he owns a company called Mali Media. He's a social media marketing expert. He loves the development of these types of tools. He spends a lot of time doing so. And so we'd love to hear from you, Joel, this morning, your expertise, your knowledge. What are the latest developments? What are the latest things that are coming to fruition? Each week we seem to have new things that we're teaching and informing people of, and education, et cetera. What's the latest and what's so exciting this week on YGY Builder?
Yeah, thank you, Scott. So if you guys are open to it, I'm going to breeze through some stuff and I'm going to blow your mind. Is that okay with everybody?
Absolutely.
Blow your mind really quick. Is everybody excited for that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So first of all, there's a whole ton of people on here. So Steph, hi, Ed, Rhonda, Joan, Marsha, Lorenzo, Elizabeth, Katie, Isabel, Josh and Jessica, John Sayer, Kim Holly, Fred Van Loo. It's good to see you all. Ash, Noah Sigmund, it's good to see you on here. So and a ton of other people I didn't mention, but it's good to see you all on here. I'm going to share my screen really quick and just talk about some things that we got coming around the corner. So I wanted to thank Scott and I wanted to thank Randy. Randy does a phenomenal story, phenomenal use of this tool that Randy's doing. So he's taking advantage of this in a phenomenal way, just like we talked about early on when we just released this Rev Funnel. We talked about using it for your warm market and talking about it and sending this page to them. And really quick, I'm going to share my screen here. You should see it now. So we talked about, this is my back office here in YGY Builder, but we talked about how to use this Rev Funnel for your warm market. And now, again, is the best time of year to take advantage of this. And Randy, just phenomenal job taking that advice and really getting some great results with that. Having customers come through your funnel and that you sent there personally, and just being impressed and going through and purchasing. So that's huge, Randy. Thanks for sharing. And so I want to show you guys a couple things. So here's our link here, guys. This is your main website link right here. And this, what will, if you send this out to people, what's going to happen is whatever you have connected right here in your, let me move this, in your default page, out of all of these links and funnels and capture pages and whatnot, you can select which one is going to be the default. And so when you do that, this is the link that whenever I send this link out, just, malimedia.yguybuilder.com, this is the page they're going to go to. So right now, you're not going to see this BuyRev 90 funnel in the main web or in the default drop-down screen here. So all you have to do, guys, is just copy this link, okay? You just copy it, and then you can send it out to whoever. And then they're going to come to this page when they go to this link. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. It's basically your main website link, malimedia.yguybuilder.com/BuyRev90, okay? That's all it is there. So I want to show you guys a couple things that we are working on right now. And then I want to talk to you guys. Okay, hold on. I want to see all your faces for this. Hold on. How can I do that? Okay, so I can only see a few of you. All right. So then we're going to talk about how to send some people to your funnel that you don't know. Is everybody excited for that? Give me type in a yes in the chat box, or give me a thumbs up or a nod. Yeah, we're going to start. Yep, awesome, guys. Cool. So I want to talk a little bit about how to get some people, how to send some people to your funnel that you don't know. So before we get into that, I'm going to just quickly show you. So here is your front page, and before this, what we're working on right now is a sort of a pre-framing video. So the video is it's going to be necessary for those people that don't know who you are. So it's the cold traffic. It's the people who have no idea who you are. The video is going to pre-frame them, set this up for them, sort of explain what they're about to see, explain why it's important to them, and build excitement around it. And then they're going to get dropped on this page. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. But that right there is going to be crucial, and we're going to have a way to capture their information with this funnel. So you're going to get information. You're going to get their email address, so they're going to come into your contact list, right? And then you're going to be able to send them follow-up emails and whatnot as well. So the next developments here are a capture page, and then a pre-framed video on this. And then I wanted to show you as well. Let's see. They click buy now. They go over to this checkout page. Once they've checked out and purchased, they get redirected to a thank you page. And the thank you page looks essentially just like this. Set on top, it says, thanks for ordering. Here's my name and phone number if you have any questions. And we're gonna include a button right here that sends them over to the Rev90 Challenge Facebook group page, okay? So once they purchase, then they get access to come over and request to be a part of that group, okay? So it's gonna be cool because now you can start to see how many people you're sending over to that page. And once they get into that page, they're automatically locked into the community of support. They're automatically getting all these, they're seeing all these testimonials. They're going to be able to enter the challenge and get this cash giveaways. Okay, so we're going to include a Facebook group page link after they buy, and then that'll be awesome. So just kind of seamless flow into the Rev90 page there. All right, guys. So let me quickly go through this. So one of the ways we can start sending some people to this page. So I want to sort of help you understand this first. So there is, let me stop to share really quick, and then I'll share my screen again. So there's a number of ways that you can get people to your page. And what you need to understand is you're not going out and creating traffic, okay? You're not going out and creating eyeballs to come to your page, because that already exists, okay? And so what I mean by that is there are already people online who are searching for what you have and what we have. And so the traffic already exists. The people are already out there. We just need to get in front of them, right? I hope that makes sense. So they're already there. We just have to find out where they're congregating. Okay, follow me here. We have to find out where they're congregating, and we need to get in front of them, okay? And when you do that, now they're gonna be able to come through your capture page. And once they come through your capture page, you now own that email address, okay? You now own the list of people that enter their information into your funnel page. That becomes your email list. Nobody can take that away from you, okay? So that right there becomes your personal list that you can just send emails to and market to for free in the future, right? Because once you have that, you can just you can advertise, you can market, whatever, you send them anything within reason, of course, but for free. And so once you get that, it just understand the power of that. Say you had 1,000 people on your email list that came through your YGY Builder capture page, and you have 1,000 people, and you can go send an email out to 1,000 people, or create an auto ship or an auto responder campaign in our YGY Builder tool that sends out to them. And if they went through your funnel but they didn't purchase Rev, or they didn't take any sort of action or whatever, you just drip on them, and you can send them emails. And again, there's some templates that we have for you, but this is huge because you can just continue to drip on them until they take action and become customers. So I'm getting a little ahead of myself, and all that training is coming in the future. But let me show you. I'm going to share my screen. one more time. And yeah, the prices are updated. They're going to be updated of the rev on our front funnel page. They'll be updated by today. So let me share my screen again and show you what I'm talking about here. So Facebook, everybody's pretty familiar with Facebook. So I'm going to go over to Facebook. I'm going to show you really quick how you can go out and potentially get some traffic, get some people to your pages. So now there are groups out there. So watch, I'm just going to search in Facebook here. I'm going to say, here we go. I searched it earlier. Weight loss support group. Okay, go to your search engine, type in the Facebook search, you can click groups right here, and look at all these groups. Okay, this group has 27,000 members here. This weight loss motivation support group has 25,000. Okay, this has 11,000. You guys, there are some with hundreds of thousands. Okay, there are tons. Okay, so here's what I recommend. I recommend picking one of these groups, and okay, so some of them, they'll specify in the group, the description, they're going to say, we don't want anybody, no selling, no spamming, whatever, and that's okay. You can still join those groups. Here's what I recommend. This is a congregation of a lot of people who are interested in weight loss, right? So we have a solution, okay? So what I recommend is, look at that, only almost 28,000 members. So what you do is you can join a group like this and just add value, okay? So I hope he's not going to eat that. That is interesting. But what you do is you just add value. It's a public group, okay? You can come in here and just add value, guys. Answer questions, add value. You guys are pretty knowledgeable when it comes to health because you're part of longevity. Just add value, comment on people's things, build the relationships, guys. I'm not advocating you go on here and spend an hour doing this, okay? What I am advocating is in the nooks and crannies of your day where you're already spending time on Facebook, come in here and build your business, okay? And this is how you do it. So add some value, appreciate people, compliment people. I mean, this is just one group, okay? And when you do that, you're going to get people asking you questions, and you're going to get people private messaging you, like Randy said. Okay, so is this starting to make sense, guys? Is this starting to say, okay, I'm starting to get this. This is a way. Okay, Fed. Well, I don't know what that is, but here, this group says no sellers. Okay, that's okay. You can still join this group and just add value. Add value. If someone solicits you for advice, in a private message or whatever, you're not selling, okay? They are asking. And so you can join these groups and add value. And so when you do that, again, you're going to be generating some curiosity. And okay, please hear me on this. Do not post a link to your funnel. Even in the ones that say no sellers, do not post a link to your funnel in any of these weight loss support groups. You're going to get removed. It's going to cause bad blood. It's not going to work. Okay. But like I said, go on here and add value and answer questions, and people will ask you. Okay. And if the situation calls for it, if you don't get a private message, you can say, something like, yeah, you can private message me and we can talk about this if you need more help or whatever, okay? But just make sure that you're treating this like your friend or because they are your friends, right? So just take care of these people, support them, encourage them, add value, and you will be shocked at how many people start to look at you as an expert and ask you, where are you getting all this information? How do you know so much? And now you have permission in a private message or in a different setting to send them your page, okay? So that is my quick tip. I know that's one of several ways, guys, but I think we're all on here, we're all familiar with Facebook, and we can all do that in a few minutes a day. go start adding value in those groups, because guys, and that's, you know what, that's one search. I searched weight loss support group in Facebook. You guys can search weight loss supplements. You guys can search, whatever type of community, and you know, if it's centered around that health or that weight loss or whatever it is, and it's a public group, go in there and just start adding value and appreciating people. And you're going to get some eyeballs on you, and you're going to have some opportunities to share what you have with people. So what is that? How does that sound, guys? Does that sound awesome? Like, does that sound like something you take advantage of? Okay, good, cool, good deal. Got some thumbs up. Awesome. So there you have it. And like we said, we're making some updates to the page. We have new funnels coming down the road for you guys, and this is all starting to get really, really exciting. And yeah, so please, as always, guys, send in your questions. You know, type in your success stories. Share what you're doing that's working, and make sure you're posting on that YGY Builder Facebook page. So that being said, if there are any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat box quickly, and or if you have any questions about what's coming ahead down the road.
Hey, Joel, we mentioned to people, you know, a month or so ago that in the new year we'd be teaching and training people how to be effective with social media and educating people on how to take this tool and at little to no cost, because a lot of people are selling stuff, you know, hey, for, you know, $499.99, you know, you can take these classes, or, you know, we'll show you how to do this. And again, Joel, I think we're showing people the value of what they really get for $29.95 a month, something that clearly costs upwards of several $100s had it not been for this tool for something very similar. Or, you know, upselling for education or knowledge or insight is a whole nother world. And, you know, we're doing that for free. You know, there's no charge on the things that you're showing. And some people would have had to have taken a costly class.
That's true.
What you just showed. And so again, guys, the value of YGY Builder, the value of this support, the value of the education, the knowledge, the training, the tips, the ideas is just so, so amazing. And Joel, I thank you for taking the time this morning to go through and show people things that they can implement, the value that they can receive right now. And in addition to that, you know, there's so many people on here that have knowledge and insight as well. And we look forward to each week. If you've got an experience like Randy Peterson did today, then we would like to highlight you next week. We would love to tell your story. We'd love to get out there and show people what you've done with the information you learned from this week, where you implemented it today and now, so that by the time we get to next week, we're talking about what you did and showing people, hey, this works, and people are converting, and people are making money, and people are growing the value of their check and rank advancing through the company, developing new prospects, gathering new leads, and ultimately some of those are going to turn into your business partners. So for that, I'm very thankful for this particular Zoom today. I hope that all of you found tremendous use and value from it. Ash, it's great to see you on here, and you're welcome for the thank you. And on that note, we're going to let everyone go. So do well today, guys, and I'm going to unmute all the lines, and you can thank Joel for his time. Thank Randy Peterson for sharing his success and his stories as well, and then go make some haste today, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Great stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joel. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Great ideas.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
How you doing?
so much.
Let me actually just. No, I'm just gonna I'm good.
Such a great concept. Thank you.